low-key drag queen makeup. So me and Bilbo here, he smells like bubblegum, by the way. Me and Bilbo here are going to be doing our makeup. Well, Bilbo will just watch. So, a few things about me. I am what is called a panromantic. So we'll just get out of the way right away. So I'm not straight, but I like live the life of a cisgender person because like my boyfriend's a dude. I have been raised in a very heteronormative like household, so everything I do and the way I behave really does come off as cisgender, straight, that whole stereotype. But recently I found out that I finally found a word for it. I'm panromantic and demisexual. So if you don't know what those are, panromantic is when you are able to have a crush / fall in love with / date anyone of any gender. That means I could fall in love with a trans person, a gender fluid person, non-binary, a cisgender person, a bi person, a pansexual person, a panromantic person, an asexual person, an aromantic person, anything. Like I probably missed a couple there, but like across the board, I have the potential to fall in love with any one of you. Any one of you. I could want to hold your hand and make out with you and touch your butt and do cute, super cute date things, but I won't want to have sex with you until we have the most magical unicorn sparkly bond you have ever heard of in your life. And that is demisexual. So today I'm going to be using the Born This Way foundation and concealer. But first, I need to prime my little face. Something else about me that I'm going to get out of the way right away is that I am an empath. And if you do not know what an empath is, hold on to your butt, because I have the potential as an empath to sense your energy and to feel what you feel. So let me give you an example. Whenever I take my cat to the vet, I have a little kitten. His name is Bingley. Well, he's not a kitten anymore, but he's about a year old now. His birthday was actually a couple days ago. Every time I take him to the vet, I get the worst anxiety, okay? Like the most intense, uncontrollable, like my muscles tighten, my forehead does this thing where I'm just like this, and I'm just like biting my lip. And I'm like, why am I so nervous? Like, I'm not the one seeing the doctor. I don't really care. But like my cat is in his little basket with his little blankie. He's freaking out as we're driving to the vet. And when we get there and they start poking him and putting him on the scale and they take him away from me, like I can feel every single element of anxiety, nervousness, fear, unknowing, instability, all of those insecure feelings that my kitty cat feels. I feel those. And that is what it means to be an empath, which means that I have the potential to feel what you feel on a magnanimous level, which means that I have to protect myself. So I didn't find out I didn't acknowledge that I was an empath until just like a few weeks ago. I've been going through a lot of life changes lately, and it's really caused me to take into account my skills and my potential as a human, and because of that, I've really been exploring my skills as an empath, and I'm really pretty good at it. I'm very good at loving other people. So if you need to be loved, if you need to know that you are an important person on this planet, don't go away, because I will love you. Okay? This segues into something else. It's a more like sorrowful topic, and if you are someone who struggles with feeling self-worth, with feeling Like you are good enough for this planet. If you don't think you're good enough, stay here, because I don't think I'm good enough either. I have what's called a core belief that I am not good enough. And something that I am working on right now is finding my self-worth. Every day I wake up and I have to take inventory of myself, take inventory of who I am, what my abilities are, what my flaws are, and how I can overcome hating myself for those flaws. So if you are someone who struggles with self-worth, who struggles with loving yourself, don't go anywhere, because I don't feel self-worth every day either. But deep down, I know that I'm a princess, and I just have to remind myself of that a lot. And so if you struggle with reminding yourself of who you are as a princess, as a duke, as a prince, as a king, whoever the fuck you think you are not a peasant, okay? That is not who you are. You will never ever be a commoner in my eyes, because I am a queen, and all of you are queens too, and kings and princesses, whatever the fuck you want to be. So that kind of goes into something else. I am a sexual abuse survivor. I won't be telling my story anytime soon, but if you are someone who is interested in hearing about that, please leave a comment and let me know if that is something you guys would want to hear about, because I'm very open about my sexual abuse. However, it is the internet, and I'm not quite ready to do that right on my debut on the internet. So just let me know if you're someone who would be interested in that. Also, I am obsessed with beauty. Like, I love buying makeup and playing with it. Like you know how you feel when you go out of your house and you're like, wow, my own face costs more than my my like bedroom right now. Like, so I don't know. Like, I love it though. Like, I literally don't care if it's a waste of money. It doesn't feel like a waste of money to me, because like I like doing it. It feels artsy and creative, and yeah, I'm not perfect, but I don't really care. Like, my purpose in life is not to be perfect for you. Something that I like very strictly believe is that there is no beauty in symmetry. Okay? Symmetry is perfection. There is beauty in being organic. There is beauty in being imperfect. There are, like, when have you ever looked at a dead tree and said, that is the most hideous thing I've ever seen? No, you look at a dead tree, or at least I look at a dead tree, and I see the fungus and the rot and the smell of the wet wood, and I feel at home, because it's Mother Earth taking back her tree, and the tree is decomposing, and there's nothing ugly about that. There's nothing imperfect about that. It's organic, and it's beautiful, and it's creepy, and like it makes me feel like Halloween is coming when I see dead trees and stuff. So when I look at myself, I see this, and I see that this eyebrow is a little weirder than this one. Like, this one's my favorite eyebrow, but this one's always got a mind of its own. But I try not to let those things make me hate who I am. I try to make those things feel like beautiful little quirks that are only mine, because I'm beautiful. And I'm gonna continue doing my makeup. What else should I do? I got my foundation on. Let's do some highlighter. Where's my highlighter? So, I recently moved out of my parents' house, and let me do this Wet n Wild contour palette. This is my favorite thing right now. It works so well. It was like $3. I can't even. No, it was $6. But something I'm going through right now, and let me know if you guys are going through this, is detaching from my parents, because they cray. I went to college. I'm just about to graduate from college with a degree in education and in English, so I'm like on the fast track to, you know, success. yeah, college is a joke. No, it's not. It's really fun. But like if you want to get a job after college, you better go somewhere else. Like do something like really good, like nursing or like engineering, because teaching is scary right now. I student taught for a couple months here at the beginning of the year, and it was really cool at first. Like I loved it. Like it was everything that I ever wanted. It was me bonding with teenagers. It was me getting to talk about what I loved every day, which is language arts. And then it became really scary because there was a threat. And I won't go into details, but it caused me to have some severe PTSD issues. So I ended up stopping student teaching early because I was like, I just can't take this anymore. And so with that, I focused more on my writing. And I have found that I really love to write. I'm a writer, guys. Like teaching was fun for me because I got to talk about my passion, which is reading and writing and literature and words and language and all that fun stuff. Um, and it became a job that I started to loathe and despise and resent because, like, okay, do you know how easy it is to get teenagers to like reading and writing? It's not easy. It's really fucking hard. Like, if you are someone who's like 16 or 17 right now, I would like you to comment down below how many times a school assignment has been fun for you. And like, the thing is, like, teenagers are never gonna have fun with any assignment, even if it's the most fun assignment in the world. Like I made so many fun like quizzes and like online activities, but every time they would hate it, and I was like, okay, you guys, like I get it, like you are always gonna hate school, but like I can't deal with negative energy like that every single day. Like I'm just such a positive person that I need to be surrounded by people who make me feel positive and happy, or else I turn into a mopey, disgusting, sad little girl. And it's gross and sad, and it makes me feel depressed, and honestly it's not healthy for me. So because of that, I am going to focus more on entrepreneurship, and just being my own woman and doing my own thing and being a little hippie, a happy hippie. I also call myself a hippie because I firmly believe that well, I won't get into it, but I am I would call myself like a 21st century flower child, because I am someone who feels that the religions of today have taken a very negative and hurtful turn in regard to acceptance and equality. And being a hippie is a good like blanket term for someone who is invested in accepting others, being a non-judgmental human, taking the chill pill of life and not the stress pill of life, and just enjoying nature, growing things, being one with Mother Earth, you know, exploring your higher power, exploring your free will. Because something that grossed me out being raised Catholic was the idea of free will, because um, every single person in the Catholic Church releases their free will as soon as they become fully invested in it, because something the Catholic Church is not going to admit is that they preach free will with the entire intent of taking your free will away. It is full of rules. It is full of lies and miscommunications and misunderstandings. And people are confused and lonely and not accepted. Like so many of my acquaintances that I grew up with, I've seen them become lost and confused and miserable and depressed because the world is not, the Catholic Church did not prepare us for the world. The world right now is a mess, and it is also full of so many people with so many opinions on the internet. And when you are someone who has been sheltered, like me, like basically anyone I grew up with in the Catholic Church, I was also homeschooled. It really becomes like both a prison and like an escape, because if you start using the Catholic Church as an excuse for not accepting others, for judging others, then there's something really screwed up, because it shows that the fear at the gut of society is also at the gut of religion. Fear. I don't want fear anymore. I don't want to feel like the second I masturbate, I'm going to hell. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. Like, so because of that, I call myself a hippie, because I kind of held on to a lot of elements from the Catholic Church, such as the undeniable love of God. Because if you strip the Catholic Church of all the judgment, of all the rules, at its core, God is undeniably in love with you. However, I can't affiliate myself with this group of people anymore, because they're so misinformed and misunderstanding about, for example, the LGBTQ plus community, about women's rights. Like, I get that abortion is not something that is accepted in every household, is accepted in every religion, but you know, women, many times when women have abortions, it's because they are alone, they are helpless, they have no one to love them. So if you want to change the world, you have to start with love. You can't start with protests. You can't start with hate speech. You can't start with judgment, because you're just going to make it worse. You have made it worse. So please stop. Please stop judging and hurting. Please start loving and accepting. I don't mean to tell you what to do. You do whatever the hell you want. But my mantra is based on Toni Morrison's book, The Bluest Eye. And if you don't know who Toni Morrison is, she's a very famous and well-spoken, well-written African-American author. And she actually calls herself an American woman writer, because race is not the point with her. It's acceptance and love and freedom. Her quote, which is my mantra from The Bluest Eye, is, "Love is never any better than the lover. Wicked people love wickedly. Violent people love violently." And I added this part on. Gentle people love gently. I'm very gentle. I love kittens. And I love going outside and smelling the flowers. And I love being myself. And I love Build-A-Bear. And I love to read books. And I love to write poems. And I love to hang out with my friends. And I love to accept myself and be the child that's in here. I'm 21, by the way. I'm never going to stop being 16. Because when I was 16, I was confident and happy and free deep down. Deep, deep down. Right before the sexual abuse instance happened. Deep, deep down. And it never went away. I've always had an ember of self-love there. And all of you do too. And I'm here to fan it. I will fan it. Fan it so hard. I'm gonna put on my mascara now. So, something that I'm realizing right now is that I cannot fucking multitask. Maybe I should come up with a new strategy, because like my whole thing that I was gonna do was like do my makeup and talk about myself, but like it's really hard to do both. Like I keep on having to stop and look at myself, because let's be real, I'm a sexy gal, and I just can't help it. And my makeup's starting to look really good. What do you guys think? I really like this palette, by the way. This is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, and it's so cute. Look at it. It has a little sandwich on it. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna tight line and then do my mascara. So, something I like to do, because I have really blue eyes and no one compliments me on them enough. I'm telling you, I love my eyes, and like not even my own boyfriend does not compliment me on them more than like once a year. Do you guys see these? They're so pretty. No one tells me about it. They're my favorite part of my face. So, I need to make them pop a little more so people give me more compliments. Like, I'm a brat, okay? Like, I took a test once. I'm a brat. I love attention. I love when people give me compliments. I love being like the prettiest girl in the room. Like, that is just something that, like, it's my own insecurities that make me feel that way. Like, I feel like a constant need to be like the center of attention and the prettiest girl in the room, and like, it's something I'm working on. But for now, we're gonna tightline my blue ass eyes. So I always tightline the top, like the top inner part of my eyelid, so that way when I blink, like the eyeliner kind of gets on the bottom part without like it being too much, you know, like without it being like raccoon eyes, just like a little bit. Okay. Does anyone else get these from Sephora? Like these little like 5-packs, and then they like use the voucher to get the free one. I love these. They're the best. They use They're Real from Benefit. So I'm filming this on my phone, and I really hope that the quality turns out good. At some point, I'm going to be investing in a camera and taking some, like, maybe aesthetically pleasing videos and pictures that can, maybe, like, boost my channel a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you would think about like aesthetically pleasing nature videos, etc. Because I just did the makeup thing that I've kind of been planning on doing for a long time, but like it took a really long time because like it's like 22 minutes right now because I'm like rambling so much. But like one of my goals is to not have to edit my videos because I'm really impatient, and like if I don't have to go through and edit everything, I will probably hate YouTube way less. Because like I really want this to be fun and anxiety relieving for me. And the less like busy work I have to do, the happier I'll be. I hate busy work. Like that was all college was for me, was busy work. Like, oh my god, college was like so boring for me after a while because everything was just a paper after paper after paper about the same fucking Piaget guy, and I'm just like, we get it. Kids need to learn. Eyebrows. You know what? I think they look good natural today. I'll just leave them. So, I'm gonna pop on some of this NYX. And we'll call it good. What do y'all think? Also, yes, my hair is naturally curly. I knew someone would ask. Alright, guys, love you. Bye.